with this character, and low-key underrated character too. Like with all the Monado shenanigans, amazing aerials, dude. Like I definitely feel like in this matchup specifically, I feel like Slasher really has a chance to take out BONK.
Yeah, man, I mean, Shulk absolutely has that range advantage, but not necessarily the movement speed one, unless he's in that speed art, of course. That being said, he's up here on PS2, a lot of room for both characters to work with to outrange that sword and those biplacs, right? Really helping with the Meta Knight ladders, which we're already going to see get started on. Obviously, though, that shield art going to get you out real fast.
Oh yeah, and that's going to be the biggest thing here because BONK loves these platform extensions, right? So it really is a matter of Slasher mixing up his DI and of using that shield Monado as we saw earlier.
I do really like seeing BONK go out for those, right? You're going to force the jump art out, which is what Shulk needs to be able to find his way back just like this. And even then, it's barely, you can rinse, repeat it away. And Meta Knight just with those jumps, with that speed, can cover so much space on the edge guard. Beautiful first stock from BONK. Only 8.5% against him. Yes. He is looking to put in a dominant Game 1 performance so far.
Absolutely, but Slasher's still not out. Right now, only 34% on BONK. We're going to see if this speed is going to enable them to go in.
Yep, it's finally going to be Slasher's turn, and here at Ledge, swapping into Buster, right, looking to rack up that damage, whether it's on you or on your shield. Unfortunately, though, going to let the reset to neutral happen. That Buster's going to go away and has to pull out the dial storage to find a way to reverse the situation. Even still, just a reset to neutral coming in, and now it's going to be BONK's turn with no shield online. Scary space indeed.
And the awkward thing about Shulk is that with his Monado, while they do give him insane strengths and some weaknesses, the only issue is that it does make it kind of telegraphed what you're going for. Like, we saw that nice give with the side beat, but we saw that BONK saw that Buster, and he was like, all right, I'm going to back away, and I'm going to just let it run away, because I know you want to go in, and I know you want to start a combo.
And man, that Meta Knight tech, right, it's one specific hitbox you hit on the side as you grab Ledge, right, that MI spikes you down into the blast zone. Those multi-hits have some tricky shenaniganry, and BONK, right, the specialist and all specialists, is going to show you every single piece of it. But in order to do so, he's going to try and find his way back to stage, hold on to this stock. He hasn't lost one yet. Slasher just trying to get on the board at this point.
No, and Slasher's on his last stock too. Things are looking grim for him in this first game, and now shield is up at only like 20%.
And I love that, right? From BONK, the reset down just to put you in enough hit stun plus landing lag that you can air dodge away, right? Reset and say, hey, you wasted the shield art. We're not even going to deal with this. And the semi-spike again to close it out.
I think he got that like twice already. That's 2 times.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's one of those things, right? That Meta Knight doesn't necessarily, I don't want to say fishes for, but like if you're underneath Meta Knight at this angle, right? He gets it, I believe, stocks 2 and 3. We'll see it here in just a second.
Yeah, here he had a really good edge guard.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. You get caught in that first multi-hit. I think this is going to be it right here, right? BONK going off, right? Resetting the situation, looking for it on the first one, and then once you're caught down, you have nowhere left to go, especially your Shulk, right? All your hitboxes come out in front of you. How do you cover that?
And the most evil part about it is the fact that since it's a multi-hit shenanigan type of thing, it doesn't matter what percent you're at. You could be at 0, you could be at 100, it's going to kill you.
Yes, sir, man. That set knockback, that set hit stun that lets multi-hits work in this game, unless you're named Zero Suit, you know, right? Gonna keep it going. And what do you think of this stage counter pick? Because Kalo's a lot of space, right? Not quite as wide as PS2, but much bigger blast zones and a whole big empty center. How do you feel this counter pick is going to work out for Slasher? What do you think his strengths are here?
So the thing is that he has a lot more space, which means that as we saw game number 1, he was dying because he kept getting off stage and getting gimped by that side B and by an edge guard situation. So that means he probably wants the bigger stage, bigger blast zones in order to avoid getting put off stage as much. And plus the platforms also make it trickier to go for that same cheese.
Yeah, I was going to say, not only the platforms, but also the walls, remember, right? That doesn't send you straight down, it sends you down at the inward angle. Oh, unfortunately though, right, we saw it doesn't really put you in tumble, so there is no tech scenario there. So, not sure exactly how the interaction works. It makes sense that you would just slide, but if you have a wall jump, Shulk does not, you are maybe still able to get out. However, BONK gonna reset up this one. Already starting off better for Slasher though. It looks like those platforms, when Meta Knight gets put to ledge, are actually kind of trapping him a little bit because Meta Knight jump height.
Yeah, and it's true because the thing is that Meta Knight's also really tricky with that dimensional cape. And the thing is that BONK is gonna have to be careful at not getting trapped on that platform because if he if he down B's a little too high and gets stuck on that platform, that is an easy punish.
Yeah, and locking down Meta Knight's ledge mix-ups, right? This character's got the sword and the multi-jump to keep you guessing. and can just add so much extra mileage that Slasher has already taken advantage of, but the Dimensional Cape finding its mark when it does come out, no platform shenaniganry here, and while Slasher is going to find the advantage state, nobody's going to be able to take advantage. We're just going to reset to neutral until the back air off the reset. BONK got a little aggressive on a read, and Slasher made him pay.
And already, as you said earlier, this game has been going so much better for Slasher here to the point where he actually has a lead, but I think, oh, he had a double jump. He's going to be able to make it back, but the back is going to seal the deal, and now we're back to even.
Great coverage there, and the jump off platform too, right? Meta Knight having the multi-jump, so you're able to burn that to line up the perfect spacing to let that last hit come out. If you just run off the plat, right, you're going to miss out on that one. The down tilt into the reset, BONK loves that. He wants to catch you kind of panicking on the DI, the SDR, or buffered roll, and just dashing in, find the grab or something, but here he's just going to find the attempt at the ladder. However, once again, Shield Art just says no.
And the thing is that sometimes like Shield Art with other characters, it's that opportunity to get like more percent, you know? Like yes, it does save Shulk from getting killed, but it also makes it easier to combo. But for Meta Knight, because Meta Knight's combos just don't have a lot of knockback and they rely on like really strict timing, Shield just completely messes that up.
Yeah, but it does still let you like get out, reset to neutral, and just burn the Shield Art. It doesn't serve as much of a factor in this matchup where you might still want to deliver something like a Meta Knight F smash, but you have to be worried about those mid-low and mid-percent combos, right, that take that option off the table. So whereas Shield really prevents a lot, like helps you live longer against a lot of high kill power characters, against Meta Knight, you're using it to avoid the cheese, and you're still getting caught by the kills at higher percents, just like BONK's getting caught mis-DIing and jumping into the blast zone. That's a mistake you don't see players like that make in top 32 very much.
Right now, these guys are feeling each other out. Buster is up. Can he get the punish? No. Really good neutral beat by BONK, going all the way up to the other side of the stage. But Slasher's still getting a few hits in.
But BONK able to reset with that tornado. The F smash gonna just reset the scenario, but with Speed Art online, right? Those moves not gonna hit quite as hard as they would otherwise. Shulk just trying so hard to control space, but it's difficult, right? Because of the range, Meta Knight still has just so much greater movement ability with those multi-jumps, and with Shulk's frame data, that end lag, sometimes you just kind of get caught guessing.
Oh my goodness, a little tech there, getting hit by the jab while behind. But the thing is that this position that Slasher's in is really, really comfortable here. You can kind of just sit back, force BONK to approach, just react with your larger hitboxes, and Smash was up for a moment, but not for long, not anymore.
However, you have to burn the Shield Art here just to even get back. You are able to find this back throw, right? Put them in the corner. BONK trying just to find a way. Once you reset that last stock scenario, you might be able to catch them slipping, right? That dial can't come out in that combo if you don't already have the dial storage set up, which is gonna reset when the stock does. So that's BONK's win con, is find this into now a dash attack, right? A down tilt, something to potentially just find this combo starter or the cheese. You can see him fishing for it, but the smash for Ashart forward air, man. Where do you go?
I know, and that just covers so many options. Even if Slasher didn't net that little 2-frame right there, like that forward air just covers so many options that BONK was pretty likely to miss one option on ledge. He would have died anyway. So really, really good game number 2 for Slasher, bringing it back.
Man, as far as he has come in bracket, as dominant as that game 1 is, right? Now it is a game 3 scenario. He's got the counter pick in his back pocket, which is gonna help a little bit. We saw, right, just how much the stage choice can affect the polarity of this matchup. Yes. However, for all it's worth, I mean, BONK did just kind of get bonked in the head a little bit there. You know, pun very, very much intended.
I know.
And with small battlefields, less space to get away, less room to work with around Meta Knight, it might be a scary time.
Oh no, and that's where we're going? You left small battlefield open for BONK?
Yeah, man, some people are crazy.
That's why I'm saying this 2 times.
Bro, and you know, the thing he might be thinking here, the reason he might leave it open is, well, I've got a big sword, right? Meta Knight can't really get away from me, and BONK has been resetting a lot of these Shield Art situations. However, you know, you find this, you still can find the grab. BONK's been saving that, so now, last stock, right, you see it burn the Shield Art and still deal 60, now stuck in the corner. There's nowhere left or Slasher to go except to burn Art to even just try and reset the scenario.
And the thing is that the more arts that you burn at first, that leaves you with less options later on. This is the tag. The jump art's not enough to make it back. That is a quick stock for BONK.
Yeah, even with the dial storage locked in, right? So that jump art coming out faster than it otherwise would. You still don't have enough. BONK has been playing to his win cons, and that's one of the things that I love about him as a player. He knows his character so well, and unlike a lot of top players, you know, this man says, yeah, I'm gonna put as much cheese in every single game as humanly possible.
Absolutely, and we see, and like you were talking about earlier, like him just putting small little tricks like that in the back pocket. We saw in this entire set that whenever Slasher had shield art, you know, you reset the situation. But in the first stock, he's just going in and he understands which combos work. That, oh, I can't get the upper strings, then I can just go for down throw jab, and now I get 60%.
Yeah, but Meta Knight there, right? That tornado sending the wrong way to reset, but however, BONK able to find his way back, do it once again. The overextension, though, gonna force the reversal and give Slasher an opportunity here. That parry could have been huge, but just not quite ready for it. That dimensional cape having a weird interaction with parry that you still just don't have quite enough frame data, even with it, to find that punish. And now BONK just weaving in between to find these stray hits when he needs the most.
Yeah, and now both these players are really high percent. The only problem is that Slasher still has stock deficit, but he cleans it up and takes BONK's third stock.
But from what we've seen here, right, like being able to find these reversals has been in this game number 1, 2, 3, just like in game number 1, has relied very much on BONK by overextending and Slasher being able to find these reversals. That's how we saw all that percent last stock. That's how we saw this stock. And here it is again from BONK, right? He put himself at this ledge, missed the dimensional cape, and even then it's only going to be a 15% punish. Slasher, if he wants to find a way to win this set, has got to hold on to this stock, and barring that, he's got to clean up some of these punishes on BONK's overextension.
Yeah, but BONK's not going to let it happen as he snatches that ledge right from Slasher, and now Slasher's down to his potentially last stock of the set.
I like the short hop, but getting stuck in shield are there. You saw him trying to switch and just not having the dial storage, wasn't able to get it out quite fast enough. Now trying to find the 2-frame with forward air. We saw it to end game number 2, but just not able to find it here. Now forcing to get routed low. BONK gonna miss the ledge trump and push you into the edge guard situation. That could be scary, but the up special gonna get you out of dodge, give you one more chance at this game.
Absolutely. And now I wonder that if you're Slasher, like, what's the win condition now? Well, shield's gonna delay it a little, but oh my goodness, it's scary. Yo, he needs to get this kill now.
The fact that he found the drag down off the parry and then converted off of it, that is the definition of no fear gameplay from BONK. The parry on the back, this man is playing. That's like
that's 3 parries.
Bro, he's playing with so much confidence right now. This is locked in, and I never want to say it's over till it's over, but I'm gonna be real, my friend.
Okay.
It's looking a little bit over.
All right, but hey, Buster is up, and now Slasher's gonna try to go in. Can he make it back from the ledge?
Nope.
That shield is small.
Yeah, man, he was facing away too, so he got the back damage modifier and the Buster damage. That is just as much shield pressure as that button will ever do in 1v1. Jump, he's trying to reset the situation, just a jab, one to find his way out. Both
and then that was a scramble
wow.
at the end.
I was gonna say, both these players just playing in the scramble, my friend. But at the end of the day, right, what we saw in game 1 prevailed to game 3. The counter pick did show, hey, maybe we don't go to Kalos, but from what I am just finding out, because I was not told beforehand, is that apparently all of top 32 is best of 5, which I'm super here for, because it does look like they're locking right into a game number 4.
Yeah.
So not the end of the set.
I was going to say that. Like, I was waiting for the fist bump, the handshake, and then we still got more game to play.
Yes, sir. But hey, you know what they say, man. More Smashy Bros is always the better Smashy Bros. And this is some high-level gameplay here in NEPA, right? I know you guys have a very loyal scene out here, but you know, don't always get the most out of reason visitation. So really excited to see this one happening for you, and really excited to see these two, right, really putting on the show that everyone kind of hoped to see coming on out. BONK Slasher, game number 4 here on Hollow Bastion, yet another stage. Evidently just not feeling like Kalos was the right play to go back to. Maybe BONK banned it this time.
Yeah, it's possible. Right now, we see Slasher starting off with the speed art, trying to just go in all aggro, and then switching right to the Buster. Slasher's trying to go in, and he's trying to get a quick first stock.
This is so smart from Smasher, right? The way he's playing around that corner of the platform. You see here, right? Going down for these aggressive landings and resetting. And he's covering, he's baiting away weather and forcing BONK to take stray hits in a situation he can never use the platform to reset, right? He can never find those 2 ladder combos. except when that shield dart is online. It's really smart positional awareness from Slasher that is allowing him to stay in these interactions and in these sets so much more by limiting what BONK can get off of him.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like the forward smash, dang.
Bro, he just stood there and watched it happen too.
I don't have words for that one, but yeah, no, I feel like this platform is going to be the name of this game right now, because the thing is that BONK has the opportunity to extend off this platform, to land on that platform, and then Slasher's going to be trying to cover it as much as possible. So
that being said, right, Meta Knight with those multiple jumps, with the amount of horizontal movement options he has, doesn't need to land there. So as a trapping tool, it's not really as relevant as it is in a lot of other matchups. And as you mentioned, right, Meta Knight obviously gets a lot of combos off here. So I'm really curious behind what Slasher's counter pick reasoning is.
Oh, well, right now, I'm not sure what his thought process is, but it's not looking good, 76%. And if he doesn't clean up this stock, Meta Knight's going to benefit greatly off this rage, but
you know what? If it doesn't work the first time, if it doesn't work the second time, third time is the charm, and that up tilt, he's gonna find it eventually, right? Like, Slasher coming in, closing it out, and you can tell though, even despite that, he's starting to swing a little recklessly, right? He's starting to match the same option even when it doesn't work. The nerves are setting in. You can tell he wants this, but you can tell that he has his back against the wall and he knows it's do or die time.
Yeah, but he wants to end this now. He doesn't want to give Slasher the momentum to go to game number 5. Wants it to be over, and it's possible that he can make this over, but Shield Dart's gonna put a halt to that for a second.
I like the rapid jab, just trying to catch something delayed or an attempt at a jump going high. The air slash just as it get off a button. You don't see Shulk do that nearly as much as they used to, but it's still very good at its job. The neutral air mix-up just trying to cover space right now, right? Create that bubble, create that zone that Meta Knight has to respect.
And I love that. I love like that grab that Slasher did, just jumping up and down, threatening an aerial, and then forces BONK to go for some sort of rounded neutral getup, and just instantly reacts with the grab. Forthor's gonna kill with smash right.
And after we said right, those up tilts, it's clear his back's against the wall right now. He definitely met a mental reset, right? He calmed down. You can see it in his play. He's playing a little slower. He's playing a little more intentional. But most importantly, that percent still says 172. He went from down to up here in the stock. Really has locked in and is the one to force this last final heart transformation on Hall Bastion. BONK on his last stock and trying to avoid a game 5, which puts all the pressure on him.
And Slasher almost robbing that stock right there. That up air was way too close, but that counter was still active, but it's not enough to kill, even with all that rage.
And I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen that counter work, much less kill screen. And even though it didn't close it out, cool to see that move actually connect for once. That being said, now Shield are online. You're burning your defensive resources here. BONK far from out of this one yet, right? A stock lead, percent lead, very different things here in Smash Bros. Ultimate. And now Slasher starting to swing with that smash, right? You can tell he knows he wants it here and now, but that impatience might be the key to BONK's victory. Can he hold on, or is BONK gonna snatch victory from the jaws of defeat?
And we're seeing that BONK is now finding more and more opportunities to just reset neutral on that platform. And that up B, will it cost him? Nope, Shield Dart's gonna stop it.
Yo, he went for the reverse. He thought there was gonna be SDI in there. If you don't, you just find the grab there or the reset. Didn't get it. However, the BONK, the tag, the jump is gonna not send you knockback, but it's gonna allow him to survive, right? Get set a little bit farther away and just hold on here now. Closing moment of the game. BONK just trying to reset, get tricky. Both players one hit away. He's brought it all the way back, but it's BONK who gets put off stage. Can Slasher find this edge guard?
He almost nets it with the forward air, but a little too early, but throws him right back, resets the ledge trap situation, barely avoids that forward air again. Great work by BONK. That was an incredible air dodge. And now these guys are scrambling. 94%. Slasher's off stage.
Wow, interesting choice of Buster there, right? Just opting for the damage, trying to probably bait away, like say, hey, don't do shield. But I'm just gonna recover back to ledge here. This is my most direct path with the least contestation. But now BONK, right, able to abuse these fast options on shield without shield are online. In those situations, Shulk just doesn't have an answer. He has to just hold that trigger and pray, and now BONK rinsing, repeating, pushing you to your limit. Anywhere left to go.
Oh, the reversal from Slasher!
Bro, he saw that cheese twice. BONK went for it to close out the set, and Slasher said, not today, my friend. Game 5 of one of the most clutch moments that we have seen tonight so far. This man is here. You could tell that sigh of relief. He wants it, the sip of water. He's gonna take a breather here, and this man has earned it.
And we're going to game number 5. And I just love to talk about that, the fact that we saw BONK go for those side Bs and just gimp out Slasher earlier, and then he intentionally kept it in the back pocket. He was like, okay, I'm not going to use it anymore. And then he brings it up on the last stock and say, hey, you remember this that I used earlier? And Slasher said, yes, I do remember it. And then catches him with the reverse up B. Just incredible gameplay from both of these players, and we're going to be running it back to BS2.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? Meta Knight loves this stage, Smash players love this stage, and BONK loves this stage. So, makes a lot of sense. We're going to see it, right? A lot of space to work with. So, right, Shulk's sword that controls so much of the space on those smaller stages, a lot less of a factor here. PS2, the widest legal stage we have in Ultimate. So you're gonna have to play Chase Me Down. You're locked in that speed art as well. That's a combo city for BONK.
And now we already see that just the first few seconds in the game, and BONK's already got Slasher in the corner. Slasher reverses it, and now Buster's up.
Got the parry online, right? No shield damage. It's gonna come on down when you just hit that timing. The jump just to reset, expecting the shield art there, but the jump switch going to burn one of your best recovery tools when you get put off stage. Unfortunately, that overextension that BONK has been so well known for, coming in once again to give an attempt for Slasher, at least to get to the corner, but BONK just fast enough to cover it regardless.
Absolutely, and now that was a nasty read earlier, and he almost gets two roll reads, but Slasher barely avoids that.
I was gonna say, he had that one right too. It just, BONK obviously not playing the Shulk matchup very often, just didn't know Shulk's roll distance quite well enough, but similarly, Slasher not playing Meta Knight very often, not having the DI on that throw to survive. No kill sparks, right? Didn't find the correct DI, and with Smash Art here, no rage. With it, that would have killed. Without it, he's still holding on and now have to burn the shield art just to get out of the combo.
Yeah, but 105 on BONK, not too shabby. Gets the weak hit of down smash. I have no doubt that Slasher could possibly bring this back.
I like these stutter steps. I like these initial dashes here from Slasher, but at the same time, he's got to be careful, right? That is a committal state. In Ultimate, you can shield out a run, but you can't shield out an initial dash, right? So they can call you out and actually punish you for those interactions. It's the downside of Foxtrot, and you saw BONK try and find it with the back air. Slasher, though, reading it, finding the shield, and able to find the corner pressure scenario.
All right, parries the first hit of forward air, but doesn't parry all of them, so now BONK is back, and Slasher's in the corner. That was a scary forward smash. I thought Slasher was going to run into that for a second. That probably would have killed.
Oh no, that aerial almost sending you to death. Barely able to make it back there from the depths of hell and able to just find the stock off the ensuing scramble. However, Slasher's still down big in the percent game. He needs to make this one back. We haven't really seen that from him yet in this set, right? When he's been down, he's stayed down. The one we've seen bring it back is BONK, even though it didn't go in his favor. So the question is, does Slasher have it to find these games down and find a way to regain a lead here against BONK when he's down big like this?
Well, if there's anything that's going to help him find that lead, it's going to be Buster, but BONK just shuts me down, bro. Instant back air. And now Slasher's on his last stock of the set.
Yeah, man, it all comes down to this, right? No more lives in the back pocket, no more extra chances to make adjustments. Whatever you have left that you haven't shown yet, now is your time. If you have anything, with Smash Art Online, BONK going low just to wait out that timer, right? 3/4 of the way down, and we've seen one swing and a grab attempt. That's it from Slasher. BONK's patience, utilizing the stage space to its fullest, has really negated a lot of the upside of these arts.
And then if Shulk's not able to abuse any of the upsides of these arts, that just leaves him with the downfalls, the downsides, just the weaknesses that each art just gives. And the fact that they're on a timer, and the fact that he doesn't get them back, this is his last stock too, which means that no reset, but smashes back up.
Yeah, that being said, you do get that soft reset, right? If they have to come down off the Angel platform, you can clear it out just like that. Gonna give him the seconds he needs to take that breather, get his resources. You're back online, able to burn the shield just to survive, find the stage control to boot, and the combo started. This could be huge. Able to just reset to neutral, get that Buster online. This is big damage time now for Slasher if he can find his way back to stage.
All right, and he does, and thing is that BONK, you know, kind of staying away from the ledge trap and just prefers to reset neutral. He's playing really careful now, but Slasher tries to get a combo started with that speed art.
And I think that's been a big story of the set for Slashers. We've seen a lot of these 1-2 hits of a combo starter, but he just hasn't been able to find the continuation on the strings afterwards. That jab on the sword gonna find its poke, and the single hit at the end of the day. BONK,
classic.
to go for that there though, he hard read. He hard read the drift that Slasher was gonna go for to call that out and close out the stock. If you miss that,